all of my friends, my fans, and yes, you, all 9 of you, my fellow FTFLers, to the longest running weekly episodic fantasy football show out there. That's right, boys and girls. Happy Thanksgiving. It is time for the FTFL weekly update. And of course, I am not just the host of this award-winning, almost 170 episode long show. I am not only the two-time league champion Hulkamaniacs, but I am that individual, just like Grandma, urging you on to take one more plate of food, even though you're pretty sure you're near death already. That's right, boys and girls, it is I, Brett Sieber, and it is time for the FTFL weekly update. Of course, it is Thanksgiving week. Lots to be thankful for, lots of games to be gone over, and of course, the annual top 10 things I'm most thankful for list. We're going to start here, number 1, right out the chutes. Last week was week 2 of the haves and the have-nots squaring off against each other. The week prior, the haves 4-1. This week, the have-nots, which I'm not overly happy about because that just makes the playoff race all that much tighter. Even though I am the 3rd highest scoring team in the league, I am on the outside currently looking in. Speaking of in, Eric and Andy, they're in the playoffs. Some of the others are close, and some, like me, need some help with regards to this. I did mention at the top of the show, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're having a wonderful time with friends, with family, eating all sorts of amazing food. And speaking of food, we all know every year at the draft, well, not every year, over the last couple of years, if you lose the Pizza Bowl, you are buying pizza for the entire league. This week, or I should say last week, an individual is all but certainly now playing to pay for pizza, and that is none other than Peter. And why is Peter now potentially playing to pay for pizza? Because of Eric. Eric, the individual who basically decided that Peter couldn't have keepers, and then went on to grab both of Peter's keepers in the first round of the draft. Eric. Boy, if Eric were here right now, I would love to ask him all sorts of questions about why. Why did you not... What? What?
I'm here!
What? Look. Jesus. Listen, it's not... First off, welcome. I'm glad you were able to be here on the show with me this week. Secondly, it's not time to whip out Peter's meter yet.
Sorry.
Get your hand off of Peter's meter for right now. I just got done mentioning...
Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving to you, my friend. You beat Peter this week.
I did. It was close.
Sure, it was
I needed
close.
a performance by Christian McCaffrey to get it done.
Funny. Oddly enough, Christian McCaffrey. Now, if my brain remembers correctly, and I'm getting older, so it doesn't always remember correctly.
It's true.
Was Christian McCaffrey one of Peter's keepers last year?
He was, yeah.
And did Peter not intend to keep Christian McCaffrey this year?
I don't know if he did or not because he didn't submit any keepers.
You don't know. You don't think he was going to keep him?
I mean, maybe he didn't want to keep anyone.
I thought there was somewhere in the line of communications where he wanted to keep Christian McCaffrey and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh, could be.
Now, when I looked on the list of Peter's players on the notes here, I don't see Christian McCaffrey. Wait. Oh, wait. They're over here on your side of the ledger.
They are on my side of the ledger, yes. Yes, they were available.
And why? Why were they available?
Because Peter forgot to submit his keepers.
You didn't maybe stand in the way of that, some sort of obstruction at all? So you could have Peter's keepers?
I don't believe so.
You don't believe... Wow, that was about as convincing as it gets, folks. I don't believe so in a shaky tone.
It's as much as you get from leaders these days.
Also, not reassuring. My God. All right, well, we're going to get to the games here. The Pack Attack, coming at 8-3, taking on the Valhalla Vandals at 4-7. As Eric mentioned, it was a close one, 87.5 for Eric, 82.5 for Peter. If you're Eric, once again, the way being led by Peter and Eric's keepers. Amon-Ra, 18.5, CMC, 17.5. Derrick Henry did chip in 17 of his own. The bum got you 4 points. Almost cost you this week. By the way, that's the second 4-point performance the bum has put on the board yet this year.
That's true.
Those are, though,
but he does have a 52-point performance.
He does. These are the only 2 single-digit performances of the entire season. So the bum is playing well, as are you. 6 weeks in a row. Now you have won. It was before Halloween the last time you lost.
Yeah, I was 3-3.
Are you? You know what? I once upon a time was 3-3, and here I am struggling to make the playoffs. Are you at all concerned that you're winning too much right now?
I mean, you really can't win too much. Again, it's all luck. So whether you win in week 2, week 10, or week 16, 17.
Are you saying in Peter's case it's bad luck that he forgot to submit his keepers, or did you not allow him to not?
Well, that was definitely bad luck.
It was definitely bad luck.
Yes.
All right, if you're Peter, led the way. Harrison Butker, 16. Hunter Henry, 15.5. A Hunter Henry sighting.
Right.
Michael Wilson, by the way. Michael Wilson, now that Jacoby Brissett is at the helm, he's legit. He had 11 points for him.
Picked up this week and put in the lineup.
Yeah, right, exactly. Aaron Jones, 3.5 points, showtime, huh? How about no time? That's right. And as I mentioned, Peter is most likely now playing to pay for pizza. Onwards to the next game, another individual who's now most likely playing to pay for pizza. Team Linkowitz coming in at 4-7, taking on the Mix and Cocktails at 74. This one was not as close as your game. 90 for Andy, 66 for Swart. By the way, Wan'Dale Robinson. Let me tell you what, that kid, he can play. And now that Malik Neighbors, Malik Neighbors has been gone most of the season. Wan'Dale, 24.5 points for him, 24 points for Dak. Devontae, all I do is steal touchdowns from the hardest working receiver in football,
Sure
Puka
does.
Nacua Adams. You know what I think of Devontae Adams?
He's like the new tight end in LA. He catches all the touchdowns.
What tight end
2-yard touchdowns.
Wait, what tight end in LA was catching touchdowns?
Just a tight end in general,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Like those touchdown thieves.
So Tyler Higbee was not catching a lot of touchdowns. Anyways, yeah, he is a thief. He's a vulture. Puka Nacua is busting his ass in between the 20s, getting just lit up across the middle. Then Devontae's like, oh, I'm ready now. My jersey's clean. All this.
2 catches, 2 yards, 2 touchdowns. That was one line for 1 week.
Awesome.
So
by the way, Andy had 4 players that scored 2.5 points or lower. And Andy had 2 players on bye, Devon Achane and Bo Nix. 1 player injured, Josh Jacobs, and another player completely suspended, Jamar Chase. And he still won by 24 points. Boy, if you're Swart, Kareem Hunt led the way, the Kareem Akazi.
Wow.
15.5 points.
now talk about a touchdown vulture.
Yeah, over the years he has been, for sure. Josh Myers, 14. What is this? That's Shakir and Mahomes. I'm like, what is that, McManus? No, Mahomes, both with 10. As I mentioned, if you're Swart, fears are now becoming reality. You most likely are playing to pay for pizza, which I know you have no real desire to do. Didn't he pay for pizza last year?
No, Jeff did.
Jeff did.
But we'll get to that.
Well, we'll get to that. Okay. We'll get to that. Okay, we'll get to that. All right. Last game here before the break. Team Dickweed coming in at 7-4, taking on, really giving everything he had, trying his best to really just pulverize my hotspot at 3-8. And wouldn't you know it, my hotspot held up. For the first time in several weeks, my hotspot, said, you know what? No mas. We're done. We're done getting just
Close
railed,
for business.
rammed. Yeah, closed for business for sure. 76.5 points for Jeff. 72.5 points for John. If you're Jeff, Ashton Genty, 16 points, second highest point total of the year. Ashton Genty, boom or bust? Oh, sorry. Is he a bust or not? What do you think?
No, I think he's going to be fine. He's a good running back. He's just stuck in Las Vegas.
He is kind of stuck in Las Vegas, right? Rashee Rice, 14. Jake Bates, 13. Lamar, 2 points. It was the second consecutive 2-point performance for Lamar. Week 2. Second consecutive week with 2. By the way, his first 4 weeks of the season, he had 88 points. Then he got hurt. Since coming back, his next 4 games, 44 points. Oof. He can't be healthy, right? There's no way. No. There's no way he's healthy. But speaking of health, my hotspot is taking a week to recover. As I mentioned, if you're John, Matt Stafford, his 3rd quarterback on his roster, by the way, Matt Stafford, who should be starting over Jackson Dart and over Jaden Daniels in any world.
Always.
But John's world is never really as it seems.
Having a great year for Matthew Stafford.
Oh, God, right? Insane year, second on the scoring for John, Will Reichard, of course, every Viking fan's favorite player to touch themselves to. 10 points. It's true. It's people around here just go nuts for Will Reichard. Travion Henderson, The prior 2 weeks, 28 average. 28 over the prior 2 weeks, 5.5. 5.5. Had he scored just 5 more points, John would have won. John had 3.5 points on his bench. Minnesota's defense, the vaunted Vikings defense. Oh, are you scared of the Vikings defense?
No.
No, we're not. They had 1 point. Their average is 5.5. Had they done what they're supposed to do, John would have won. My hot spot would absolutely be the front runner for playing to pay for pizza. Instead, Jeff's probably still playing to pay for pizza.
Weren't they also playing the Packers?
You know what?
That Vikings defense.
They were playing the Packers.
That vaunted Vikings defense that got lit up by Jordan Love.
Absolutely. That and really, Emmanuel Wilson was just running through them as if they were a wet Kleenex. Zero resistance whatsoever. Terrible. All right, well, that lines up the games. Now I'm going to get into my top 10 things I'm thankful for. First and foremost, you might have noticed we are in a different setting here today.
Why is that?
Well,
I mean, I saw that you had a guest in the Ice House last week.
Yes.
Is he still there?
Yes, and he has basically locked himself in.
Oh.
When I went out there to go do the show, the bin of my stuff was sitting outside, and now he's in there. I don't know what he's doing. I'm afraid of what he might be doing. He had the picture of Kyler Murray that he referenced as Mr. Handsome Face, said he talked about wanting to make out with it. I don't know. He has that. Oh, and by the way, somehow, some way, the Golden Football shows up last week. Again, I walked in there. I had to go get Bart, which is another story for another time. I'm like, listen, I see all this stuff. My brain is like, oh, God, I'm going to throw up. This is gross. And then, yes, he went on, thankfully, to do the show. But he has now locked himself in there. I don't know what he's doing. We're no closer to finding John. And so, that's where we're at right now. So my top 10. Are you ready for this?
How did the football get here?
I don't know. I told you, he has it.
He has it with him?
Yes, he picked it up and he left with it. Although, again, now he's back inside, so I can only assume it's in there, but I really don't know. And I don't know where it came from because I didn't have it.
Well, I know he didn't get it from John.
Well, yes, John wouldn't have had it if John still exists. All right, here we go. My top 10 things I'm thankful for this year with regards to football, fantasy football, and the FTFL. Number 10, Jacoby Brissett. Love that guy.
Wow.
He is an absolute stud in this league. He should be a starting quarterback in this league. There are several quarterbacks who had starting roles. None the least. Stupid face junior Kyler Murray. Jacoby Brissett has been amazing. Absolutely amazing.
He is making Trey McBride's season.
Yes, he has absolutely making Trey McBride's season. By the way, had I not drafted Trey McBride, I was hoping in that place Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson were going to be there at that spot. Neither of them were there. Thank God neither of them were there because it would have been even worse. Number 9, the Green Bay Packers. Thankful for the Green Bay Packers and the way that they manhandled the Vikings. Just barnstorming people. You can feel this thing is picking up momentum. Thanksgiving Day coming. You know who Mr. Thanksgiving is. That's Jordan Love. Yeah. And so I'm expecting big things for him.
He's getting a turkey leg.
Oh,
or 2
he at least 2. Because Fox, you still owe him one. I will die on that hill. Number 8, Thursday Night Football. You know what I love about Thursday Night Football? Like you finish with Monday Night Football and you're like, oh God, now we got the rest of the week. Got to get through it. We got to get to next Sunday. But wait. 2 short days later, all of a sudden, it's Thursday Night Football now. Some of the games are pretty terrible. However, it is still football on a Thursday night. And it really kind of sets the stage for Friday. Sure number 7, pizza that someone else paid for. I love pizza that someone else paid for.
That is delicious.
Deathly afraid that somehow I'm going to find myself in the Pizza Bowl this year, even though I'm the 3rd highest scoring team in the league. Peter, no.
And you'll be having to buy Chicago-style pizza when the draft's at my house.
Okay, so I would like to say that's not going to happen because if I'm paying for pizza, then the draft is definitely not here. It's not cheap. It's not cheap. Jeff, I hope you get your money saved up. You too, Swart. Peter, wait.
It would be. I mean, it would be fitting.
It would be fitting. That's what I just had this thought. Is that been the plan all along? Was this year some end and around way as a commissioner to come back around? You couldn't really punish Peter in the moment.
This is not on Sid's whiteboard.
Listen, but we all know Peter kind of screwed Salty last year. And as the commissioner, your hands were a bit tied. But all of a sudden, in this moment, Peter forgot to submit his keepers. And lo and behold, he's 4-8. And now he's probably going to be playing to pay for pizza.
I mean, it is what it is.
Also,
It is
not a
what
real
it is.
definitive answer. Sorry, Peter. Number 6, Adam Swartz DVD story from college. I'm thankful for that. I tell
As
that
is Josh.
As is Josh. I still tell that story about, I don't know, once a month. It was such an amazing moment in the car on our way to Topgolf a couple years ago. God, was that fantastic. Number 5, Fireball. I love, that will forever and always live in all of our hearts, that song, Matt Danson singing. It's early in the morning here, so Fireball didn't seem necessarily appropriate. Rest assured, always right there in my heart. Number 5, Fireball. Number 4, Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs. Now, it's funny, when we were at your house for the draft, which was the infamous Adam Swartz DVD story, that was the year I took Jahmyr Gibbs in the first round. I don't usually take rookies in the first round. I'm not John Linkowitz. However, that dude is paying dividends largely.
Well, and while Dan Campbell goes for it on 4th down every single time,
God.
he has finally figured out, though, that payday comes from Jahmyr Gibbs.
God, right?
So give that guy the ball.
As many times as possible. That dude is lightning just unleashed. Number 3, you're going to like this one. You're going to probably be thrown off guard by this one. Number 3 is the Minnesota Vikings. Why am I thankful for the Minnesota Vikings?
They're always so terrible.
Oh, God, they prop up the league. They make me feel better every time I watch one of their games. I'm like, thank God I'm not a Vikings fan. They remind me of what's good in my life. Thank you, Minnesota Vikings, for being so piss poor. Number 2, the FTFL. I mean, I know that's a bit cheesy and all, but come on, we're 20 plus years into this ride. Just amazing times. So many fun memories, stories. Every week sitting down in front of the camera for the last 10 years doing the show.
Drafts in the dark.
Drafts in the dark. God, it was, it's all part of the mystique. And number 1, I'm thankful for John Linkowitz. John, if you are watching this show, if you still watch this show, maybe John's next door neighbor, the cop, is still watching the show. I doubt it, but if you are, sir, thank you for your service. And tell your friend, your neighbor, that the league is looking for him. We have a couple individuals who were recently arrested in Egan looking for John Linkowitz. We have summoned some individual from the afterlife to help us look for John Linkowitz. For Christ's sake, John Linkowitz, throw us a lifeline here, buddy. We're looking for you. We would love for you to be a part of the league again. And whoever, John, has been taking care of your team, we thank you in the meantime. But however, John, you didn't get rid of him, did you?
Come on. Why do I get blamed for everything?
It was a thought I just had. I'm sorry. Maybe I should have said it out loud. Okay, I'm not, the whole John thing is definitely not your fault. However, the Peter thing is still much up in the air. And you know what it's time for? You were all excited. You had your hands all over it earlier. You should go ahead and grab Peter's meter and let's see where we're at for this week. Now, just know, it's a lot to handle.
It is.
Do you want me to hold part of it too, or should we tag team Peter's meter, or no?
I mean, we might need to.
Okay, here, I'll hold this end.
Okay.
Okay, so now where's Peter? Is he around? Oh, here he comes. There he is. Oh, dancing around. You can barely see over Peter's meter. I know, right?
Yeah.
So you got to, he's... Last week, you know what? You take this.
Yeah, I mean, last week,
that's hot. He's touching.
He was in here. Ow. He was actually coming in this way.
Coming in that way. Yep. Mm-hmm.
But this week again, I mean, there was another loss this week. While it was close, and because it was Christian McCaffrey on Monday Night Football that did him in. I mean, he's pretty. I don't think you can get any further over. Can you?
A few weeks ago he did head down. That's when he came back all charred with flames on his head.
I think he is just officially in there.
He's just living there now.
Just living.
This
in
whole
the
season
dumpster.
can be classified as a dumpster fire.
I think so. Yes.
All right. What about his buddy on the other side? There?
Oh,
the Swart stick, if you will.
Swart. Now, if I recall, Swart.
He lost too.
Sure
did.
Okay,
he's also 4-8.
He is also in the pizza bowl, so he is pretty much
in the dumpster.
Well in there. I mean, it's going to be a battle now. They could be playing each other.
Rub-a-dub humpster, 2 men in a dumpster.
They could be playing each other to pay for pizza.
The Peter stick
could be
versus
which one's
the
gonna
Swart
live.
stick versus the Peter meter. God.
One of them's going to end up over here because they're not paying for
celebrating
pizza.
with Fireball.
But one's going to be over here, and I'm going to bet it's going to be this one.
It's going to be there it is,
here.
our prediction on who will be paying for pizza. Peter, my hands are getting tired from holding the meter. How about you?
Me as well.
All right, why don't you go ahead and whip that out over that direction, and Let's go ahead and get into the last couple of games. Make America great again, coming in at 7-4, taking on the Hulkamaniacs at 4-7. God, 4-7. That is just. By the way, I am averaging just under 95 points a game this season.
You've lost a lot of high-scoring games.
I am getting tagged each week for 97 points. I can only do what I can do. This week, I was the one doing the tagging, 122.5. Sid had 109. Great week for Sid.
Great week. Second best in the week.
Still an L. For me, the aforementioned Jahmyr Gibbs, my God, 47.5 points. Whew, just outstanding.
Man, buzzsaw worthy.
Oh, dude, I don't know if we've ever had a buzzsaw running back performance.
I mean, besides Jamal Charles.
You're right, but that was way back.
But yeah, it's been a long time.
Travis Etienne, 13.5 points. And after that...
Why don't they give him the ball, too?
You know what? Every time he seems to touch the ball, he does better than the other type. By Shul Tutin or whatever his name is. Please, let's give that up. Jordan Love, 2 points. Come on, Jordan Love. You're the only player on my starting lineup that had below 8.5 points. Start pulling your weight, pal. Start pulling your weight.
He's got the Lions on Thanksgiving, so it's coming.
He is Mr. Thanksgiving, so again, holding out hope. If you're Sid, Emmanuel Wilson in a starting role, a spot starting role, 21 points. George Pickens, 18.5. Talk about a steal of the draft. George Pickens. I'd like to know where Sid got him. Peter probably should have taken him when he took, Tyreek Hill. We didn't know at the time. We didn't know. Yeah. 18.5 for Pickens. A.J. Brown showed up this week, 16. Quinshon Judkins, 14. The Cleveland defense, 16. All of it added up to 109. Amazing points. Still a loss. Sid falls to 7-5. I rise to 5-7. Now, if I were to win out and Sid were to lose out, I will jump past Sid. Sure, there are a couple teams in between Sid and I, and they are in this next game. I may suck at fantasy football, but at least I got my keepers in, coming in at 6-5, taking on the Radioactive Monkeys, who are 5-6. This is huge.
Yeah,
like game. These two teams, really, if the playoffs were today, they are the last two in. And as of this week, 107 for Saltmarsh, 67 for Matt. Adam Saltmarsh now in the driver's seat as we go. They're both 6-6. However, Matt now is the one that's on watch as we head into the last couple weeks of the season. If you're salty, Jalen Hurts 24, Jared Cook 19. Jared Cook, by the way, not the tight end from all those years ago. James Cook, wow. 19.5. Andres Borregales 18. The Texans defense 13. Kenneth, I don't gain yards well, got 11. Jonathan Taylor in his second lowest output of the year, 5 points. Coming out of a bye, should be well rested. Are you worried about the Colts?
I mean, I feel like the Colts have been living on borrowed time most of the season. It's one of those, like, are they really that good? I mean, Jonathan Taylor's a great back.
Phenomenal back.
But it is Daniel
Everyone's
Jones
been waiting for the other shoe to drop with Danny Dimes.
But, I mean, he is Danny Dimes, so...
We'll see. If you're Matt, JSN, Jackson Smith-Njigba, having himself a year of years. That dude's going to get paid.
Well, yeah, because Minnesota got rid of their quarterback. Sent him to Seattle.
We want that quarterback from Michigan who doesn't ever really throw the ball and had all sorts of clues as to what the defense was before he snapped the ball. That's the guy we think could lead us to the promised land.
But no, Sam Darnold, again, putting up another solid season and having JSN to throw to.
Yeah,
I mean,
30 points for him, 16 for Goff. 6 players at 4 points or under. Again, if the playoffs were today, Matt is in, but definitely on shaky grounds. We head into the final 2 weeks of the season. All right, the stud and the dud in Week 13 game. Stud of the week, this was easy, Jahmyr Gibbs. 47.5 points. Dud of the week, the Vikings defense. 1 point. I said they averaged 5.5. Had they averaged their average, well... John would have won.
And picked up this week specifically to play this week.
Oh, was that really what happened?
One.
Oh,
yeah.
Thanks for the $1, John.
A rare pickup, by the way.
Right. Was it like a scheduled pickup? Can you schedule pickups on this? And if you could schedule pickups and drops and whatever, maybe there'd be a function to schedule keepers. So, Peter, get yours in for next year if you can. All right, Week 13, here we go. This is a big one here. Battle for the top of the division. I think if you win, you automatically get a first-round bye. The Pack Attack coming in at 9-3, taking on Make America Great Again at 7-5. I did see Omarion Hampton was going to get the start, but now isn't going to play, so I think Sid's starting Chris Rodriguez.
I believe so, yeah.
You need to beat Sid. I need you to beat Sid. Then, if you win, first round bye.
Last game with Sid, it was, I believe, like 71-69 or something terrible that I won. It was it was ugly.
So it's funny that the commissioner has the best record in the league and someone else's keepers. That's really interesting. The Mixing Cocktails coming in at
And
8.
the best team.
I said that, and oddly enough, the best team. I don't think you really have the best team, but anyways, Mixing Cocktails coming in at 8-4, taking on the Radioactive Monkeys 6-6. Adam needs to get that win. Team Dickweed coming in at 7-5, taking on Team Linkowitz. Ooh, Dickweed versus Linkowitz.
Yeah.
One more round, 4-8.
Is John gonna win?
If John wins, I think he's automatically in the playoffs, and Swart is actually out. I May Suck at Fantasy Football coming in at 6-6, taking on the Valhalla Vandals at 4-8, and lastly, Hulkamaniacs coming in at 5-7, having to win out to have a chance, taking on one final time this season my hot spot. I know it's weird that I myself would be going after my own hot spot. Wow.
Well, good luck with that.
Well, I don't know what that's supposed to be. Good luck with that. Okay, anyways, there is a wager on this game.
Oh.
If I were to win, you will know next week because the show will be starting with a very special segment. If I were to lose this game, you will know right away because I will look different for the start of the show.
Really? Okay.
So,
right.
With that being said, those are the week 13 games. Thanks for stopping by the show this week. Always great to have you here. Again, happy Thanksgiving. 2 weeks left in the regular season. Really, 5 weeks overall when you include the playoffs. That's it. Just 5 short weeks. Next time we see you, it will be December. There's snow on the ground. Get out there. Enjoy it. Enjoy football. But until we see you again, peace!